Here he comes. Here's my ride. Yay!
All right. This one's off to university. She's taking him to university and she's going to go and deal with a stressed out daughter. Well, she's not stressed. Oh, you're partying? Yeah, whatever. So me and Ray are going hiking to Carnarvon Lake and we're going to go pick up Evan. Have fun, guys. Yeah. Look at the weather. Like I've said before, bad weather's not a reason to cancel plans. You just adjust accordingly, bring the right gear, and everything's okay. Welcome to the chain section. Woo! Wow. We came from way down there, fairly easy, then we scrambled alongside. You can see the trail. There's the chain and all the way up. Carnarvon Lake water. I'm actually not going to take a lot of water because there's a lake up there and I don't feel like hauling a liter, which is 2 pounds, so no. You ready for this, my man? Yep. Wait up, Ray. I want to videotape you. Don't go too fast. That's one chain. Ray made this look so easy. Clear. Yeah. There's two good sections where you really need the chain, but you know, I didn't use the chain through here. I went there. So, what's your impression of that, buddy? Fun? Fun. It's not supposed to be fun, Ray. I'll go where we are. Holy, I'm glad we're going on the other side of the lake. It'll be sheltered there. Holy smokes. Look at how deep this lake is. I'm just gonna explore. This might not be where we camp, but let's walk to the other. Is it cold?
Oh yeah. How clear it is.
Whoa, got dizzy just looking up. Oh yeah, Ray, you gotta go up and explore.
I want to get up early and get a sunrise picture up there tomorrow. That would be pretty cool.
We went for a walk over there and decided that this general area is the best area. I had to go far find this. Camp's way down there. We're all settled in. Got our tents over there. Look at this setup for cooking. I mean, wow, you know. And we got the fire going already. Won't take long. And then we brought ourselves a whole pile of wood. Got little stuff. All right, so this is episode 2 of Gourmet Cooking in the Bush with Chef Evan. This week we're at Lake Carnarvon. So now, just off the bat, first little thing. What are those 2 little things?
Oh, those are bison strip loins wrapped in bacon.
All right.
Yeah, so that'll be...
Now this is the creation. This is a neat, interesting way.
So Ray might not enjoy the bison, so I cooked him some chicken wings, sous vide them ahead of time, and then I've strung them up like a necklace. If you wanted to wear it, you could. But we're gonna string it up over the campfire here and just crisp the skin up, and he's gonna have himself some delicious chicken wings for dinner.
Oh, he's not the only one. What do you think of that, Ray?
I get to eat them first.
Yep.
No.
What were you saying?
So I took the strip loin, similar to this grill, and I cut it down the middle, and then I put it on parchment paper and saran wrap, and I would wrap bacon down the middle of it, put the steak right in the middle of that, roll it up, tighten it up with the saran wrap, and then cut steaks out of it.
Oh, okay.
That's how you get the nice round.
The shape.
Yeah.
And then this is a
butternut squash,
not a butternut, acorn
squash that I've hollowed out like a pumpkin. Tossed in a whole bunch of butter. Again, we love butter. And stuffed it with thyme and some carrots. Seasoned it, threw it in tinfoil, and we're just roast it next to the fire.
Apparently, the only thing second to butter is
duck fat.
Duck fat.
Yes.
Now we got some serious action going. So the wings were a great idea, but we thought it'd be safer to just put them on the grill now because the fire. We're having a hard time with the fire, so we keep throwing little stuff, and now it's looking good. The meat's cooking. We got water boiling for part of Ray's snack is a craft dinner, and then you got something. What is crazy in there?
Okay, so I dehydrated a bunch of rice, mushrooms, and zucchini, some red onion. Was that all I did in there? I think so. And then I seasoned it all. Cooked it, seasoned it, and now we're going to rehydrate it. We are going to use 2 cups of water, maybe more. We don't know. We're experimenting.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. I'm known, I like my fire. So I like coming places where we can make a fire. Now, you come to a place like this, and of course, the forests here take a long time to regenerate. So, you know, conserve the wood. And this shows just how little wood we needed to cook. Now, some people will be critical. Some people will say the leave no trace principle. No matter what, we should just cook on our propane. Personally, I disagree. I'm not a tourist here visiting. This is my backyard. We've been generations living out here, and we come out here and we cook on the fire. So it is what it is, and it's part of the experience for me. That's it. Just the number of rings in that tree. You know, this is about a 3.5 inch tree, 4 inches, and it's got at least 60 growth rings. So it does show how slowly trees grow out here. Now, every tree we brought down, we went way up the hill. You saw where we were on that plateau. You didn't see me dragging back these trees, but these are dead trees. We brought dead trees down from the hill. You know, there's all sorts of avalanches and snow, and trees get damaged, and so we're just taking dead trees. I would absolutely never cut a live tree. All right. So he's got a Kraft dinner with or macaroni and cheese with proper powdered milk, and then man, this is looking done. And there is the medley of mushrooms and zucchini. And then, wow. Oh, that's rice. That's more like a risotto almost.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, excellent. All right, we're going into business. Once a year we do, once a year we're going to invite some lucky viewers, and
That's a great idea.
they're going to have to pay, but, or we'll do a little contest once a year.
There you go, do a contest.
A video contest of some sort. You got to do your own video, and you got to tell me why you should come out here. That's what we're going to do. Once a year, we're going to do a contest. You got to do a video of why you should come out here with Evan and I and some of our friends. And in return, the winner owes us a trip to their home state or country or whatever. And you got to take us on a hike in your part of the world. So we'll set up some sort of contest like that next year. Geez, imagine the possibilities. If I have any fans in Argentina, please...
Can't make requests.
Yeah, please enter the contest, and we will pick your name. Obviously, already have an idea of how this should look on the plate, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it'll create itself as we do it, but
yeah.
I think Ray's is the most straightforward. We'll do Ray's first. That's it. Oh, man. You don't want to eat all of this, do you?
You think I won't eat all that?
Just serve it to you in the pot.
Been done.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful wings for you, Ray.
I'm gonna give him a burnt one.
Put that one right on top for you. There you go, that'll be the piece de resistance. Hey, Stud, enjoy.
That rock there.
That just peeled right off.
Peeled right off? Watch your plate there. I have a feeling you just put it on the ground and put your plate down, and don't worry about the bones for now. Just
Here, throw them in the pot.
wings are seasoned with what?
Our chicken rub that we make in the restaurant.
You make a chicken rub.
Yeah. How are they, Ray?
They look good.
Okay, so first we're gonna do the acorn squash here. Oh yeah, this looks amazing. We'll put a little acorn squash in there. Our zucchini mushroom risotto. Let's fill that guy right up. Don't worry, there's tons more where that came from. And we got these
Little baby carrots.
baby carrots we threw inside there. time. I'm guessing you like yours about medium rare, so here's your steak.
Oh, man.
Enjoy, Marty.
All right, I'll pause. That turned out perfect. Was it pre-cooked?
No,
No.
no, it was raw. It was
Is it just is it just by nature doesn't require that much cooking? I thought you had to boil the piss out of those things.
no,
Like,
a lot of butter is what I used, of course.
yeah.
Butter, and then it'll steam it from the inside out.
Is the skin on those edible or?
On these,
Yeah.
you don't want to. You
No,
can.
yeah.
It's not gonna kill.
Well,
anybody.
any you can eat anything. Any vegetable is.
It's not gonna kill a man, that's for sure. There you go. Enjoy, Marty.
Call it. Just describe it again real quick.
Bacon wrapped bison strip loin, acorn squash roasted in the fire, with heirloom carrots from the farmer's market, and a risotto with mushrooms and zucchini. We're eating good.
We're eating good.
Yeah.
All right, so this is episode 2 of Cooking in the Backcountry with Evan. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't know how we're going to take this to a new level, but we'll figure out how. This is the moment of truth. Wow. I wish I had more words to describe what I'm eating and the flavors. It is absolutely... You know what? I can only say one thing. This is insane. Like, this is... Look at this. I'm eating bison out in the bush. I'm sitting in the dirt with my feet, with my legs crossed. And, wow. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try this squash. I always thought those things were just decorative.
They pretty much are for most people.
Yeah.
They're so good, though. That's why fall's my favorite season, like harvest. Everything's coming out of the ground.
So when I explained this to Karen, so you carved it out like a pumpkin, you said. So when you
cut the top and the bottom off.
And then after that you slice it in like a
Sliced it,
pineapple, big
yeah.
big slices.
Just slice it right in half.
And then
Buttered it.
stuff the middle with butter and
Thyme.
and your veggies, and then you just cook it.
Yeah, tin foil, and probably if you were to do it at home in the oven, I would say 20 minutes at 400 degrees till it's soft. Oh yeah.
So we came up, went all the way around the lake. We're camped over there. And I'm just climbing for
There, I want to see if I can get
a
it.
real cave.
It goes pretty deep.
This is the quintessential definition, just get off the beaten path. And on my scale of work to reward ratio, this one is like almost off the chart. I mean, there's so little work necessary to get to these views. Like, wow. Nice job, Ray.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to come. How'd you sleep? Good. Look at my boy Ray. He's still wearing shorts. How'd you sleep?
Like a baby.
Like a baby? That's what happens when you go to bed at midnight or 12:30.
I'd say so.
Okay, so now it's breakfast. We got English muffins getting going right there. Evan's whipping up a hollandaise. He's gonna poach eggs. And you guessed it, we're having Eggs Benny. Now we were gonna put a little trout, but I think we might have to skip the trout. Do you have another protein? No.
Maybe we could put beef jerky on it.
Nah. You had our first trail mishap. What's that?
The vinegar spilt in the bag.
Oh, you did have vinegar.
Yeah. But we'll figure it out.
I don't have a substitute, do we? Nope.
No luck with the fish, Chef. We tried.
Hey, some days are good and some days are still good. Yeah.
You have a knife, Ray? Where's your little pocket knife? Want to borrow mine? Sit down. Watch that thing. Like, park your butt. Don't slide it off, or you'll be.
My knife is covered in tree sap.
All right.
It's just extra flavor. Flavor in.
You ever had an egg Benedict in the bush?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
This is the salt here I brought for the fish. You guys can take that with you. Catch your next fish. Just when you fillet it up, rub it on the fish, leave it overnight, as long as you want, and then rinse it all off.
Okay, and then allow all the flavors should by then go in.
Penetrated in, yeah.
What's in it? Just salt, pepper,
Salt,
How is it, Ray?
brown sugar.
Yeah, we ran across these two guys from Okotoks, Sebastian and Colton. So you weren't expecting this, were you?
No. That was a happy surprise. Like Benny's in the forest?
Yeah.
Nothing better than that.
It would have been better if you guys had been successful at getting a trout. We could have put a trout underneath that egg. That would have been sweet.
Hitting it into your mouth.
How often does the chef eat last? I guess that's the way it is, right? It's just,
You want to watch everybody eat first.
yeah.
Yep. Make sure it's good, and then you can eat.
Now, in your kitchen at the end of a shift, you grab a bite sometimes, or during the shift, you must.
We do staff meals, so we'll cook for everybody at 5 o'clock and do our thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it going into your mouth.
We just packed up all our camp. We're not in a huge rush. We're just going to go up and just get a peek. The perspective is just nuts. Stuff like this makes you feel so small as a human being. I mean, you know, I've shoveled dirt in my backyard. I had a truck come by one time and drop off like 6 cubic meters of topsoil, and it took me and the boys a week to shovel it and bring it over to the garden. And then you look at this majesty and you just go, Mother Nature, she's moving mountains. Yeah. And then humans are so narcissistic that we believe in things like climate change and we're killing the planet. Nah, we're just here for a finite time, and someday humans will become extinct and we'll be gone, and Mother Nature will just resume. And I'm okay with that. Is that you making that sound, Ray? Like, you're scaring the crap out of me at this point. I'm actually, I'll admit it on camera, my knees are shaking a little bit. What's underneath you? Don't go further. That's a marmot, but... or I don't know what lives in there, but something.
Stick your hand in there.
This wasn't easy to do. Go in there,
I
Ray.
think they should make a blueberry one. Never seen that.
Very nice looking mushroom. Don't know. There's all sorts of little bugs in that one, but even the chef has some comfort foods.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. Last week when I was hiking, or 2 weeks ago when I was hiking Yamnuska, I made a comment about this North Face shirt, and then went looking through my archives and I found a picture. I think this shirt is 30 years old. Karen thinks the shirt is 30 years old. But the only evidence of me wearing it that I can find in my archives is a picture that's 20 years old, and it's in this video, or it'll follow this. And in this picture I'm kind of sitting like this, and then the picture was taken at Rocky Pass on the weekend of August 12th and 13th, 2000, so 19 years ago. And so 19 years later I'm kind of recreating not the picture but the moment. And so the shirt is the same. There are things in the pack. Actually, my MSR cook set is the same, but the pack is different. The boots are different. I got a knee brace because I'm getting older. The glasses are different. So anyways, I just wanted to do a shout out to North Face on this shirt. It is an amazing shirt. You know, part of the narrative of hiking this week, hiking with Evan, we've been talking a lot about gear. You know, when you start out in the sport, and some of you guys that are watching this, when you start out in the sport, don't worry about your gear. You know, get out there and enjoy it. You know, you might not have the best boots or the best tent or the best sleeping bag, but part of the fun is experimenting, suffering a little bit. You know, if you wake up and you're wet, it's not the end of the world. You're not going to die. And experiment, and over the years, you'll figure out what works for you, what you need to bring, what you need to leave behind, what's important. You will buy good gear, and as you buy good gear, things will get better. So again, the core principle to my fans out there is just get out into the sport, watch some of my videos, fire me off some questions, but whatever you do, just get out there. Don't be shy, don't be scared, don't worry, you know, get out there. We're not far off the beaten path today. We're kind of in a pretty neat area that easy to come to. What's your overall experience this weekend?
Not aggressive. Unbelievable views up top. Unbelievable. Reward to work ratio. You don't beat this.
Yeah.
You don't beat it.
Yeah, this one's fairly high up there. Yeah, so we're just stopping, nothing fancy, just a quick break. Evan made a quick mac and cheese. Ray resupplied the water bottles, stretched the legs out a bit, and we'll keep on going. I didn't tape the way out, just like I didn't tape the way in. If you want to see, if you want an instructional video on how to get to Carnarvon Lake, go to my earlier video of this place. I think it's about 2-3 years old. I'll put a link below to it. But this video was not a how to get to Carnarvon Lake. This video is another one in the series of Gourmet Cooking Outdoor. We did that last night. It was fantastic. We did it this morning, and we had 2 gourmet meals outdoors, and Evan shows you guys how just so simple it is to do. But the core of this video was for us to go a little bit further. I've always said there's nothing wrong with redoing a trail a second time. You see it differently every time. You experience it differently because you could be with different people, different weather, different events. So we certainly experienced this trail differently, and we saw it differently. We camped at the lake instead of at the bottom of the lake, and then when we woke up this morning, we went for a little exploration, and we didn't even go as far as we can go because we're all agreeing this is one of those high reward to work ratio hikes. So we're all going to come back here. We're going to base camp at the lake, and we're going to head up above the lake and go do Mount Strachan and some of the other places. And while I think about it, just a quick shout out, if you really want to see phenomenal videos on day hikes in Kananasksi, Banff, and Jasper, because you're really into just day hiking, go check out Harlan Fox, because Harlan's videos are out of this world, and he will take you to places that are absolutely amazing. So the trailhead is that way, about 2 kilometers. The creek crossing of the Highwood is only about 500 yards that way. So when you come to this junction, right takes you to Lake of the Horns, left takes you to Carnarvon. People over there. One more crossing.